That's what I love, is that you've trained people to do the thinking and the work for you. And you mentioned Witty Parrot, and that is a way of keeping descriptions and text, and then
Yeah,
having that to be able to pull from very quickly, so that you can write a really nice email once and then use those pieces again, right? That's sort of
yeah,
the
exactly.
essence of it.
Yeah, it's like Lego blocks of content I just assemble.
Hmm.
So this year, my introduction count is about 625 so far.
Wow, doubled.
So it's double, and it's not like I was trying my best to, I don't have a number. It's not like I'm thinking, oh, I have to reach a number. But I always think you must know Susan Scott. Have you heard of her? She wrote the book Fierce Conversations.
Yes, yes, I've heard
So
of her.
Susan and I have been friends for a while, and her book is awesome. And then there's nothing fierce about the conversation except that it's an authentic conversation.
Hmm.
And she says, I'm only paraphrasing it. She says, while no conversation can guarantee any meaningful outcome, any single conversation can change the trajectory of your life, business, or career. So when I read that, it was about a dozen years ago. I said, if a conversation can change the trajectory of my life or business or career, I better treat it with utmost respect.
Yes.
So once I started doing it, and I've never forgotten that, because most of the time people forget to be in the present moment. So with this Susan's quote always ringing in the back of my mind, I just focus completely on the present conversation, puts me in a better mood to listen, which gives me an opportunity to see what they care about, and which with the tool like Witty Parrot and a few other tools that I use, makes it very easy. Sometimes if I am right in front of them, I make all the introductions, and then I'm done with it. I don't have to carry back homework.
All right. And what I love about what you do is you're super techy and able to streamline with technology. But what I love is you really do it intentionally and authentically, and that's what really came across when I read your book and when we talk and when you've introduced me and that sort of thing, is that I don't feel like I'm part of a process. I really feel like you've seen me and heard me and you understand about what I care about. And so I really acknowledge you for not just saying it but embodying it, because you do it so well. And that's why I wanted to talk with you today and get these kinds of tips, because I think people are looking for the shortcuts. Oh, I remember. That's what else I wanted to talk to you about. You talk about having power from relationships and using your power and leverage. And it was in a very respectful way that I really liked. And I would say it had a very nice, like, feminine energy to it, because it was not the power in the terms of struggle. And then you're also not you're not promoting having large numbers of fans, friends, and followers. That's not where you say the power comes from. Where do you say the power comes from?
Yeah, see, the power from a philosophical sense is the capacity to take meaningful action. That's how I look at it. So I want to get something done. How I think about power from last year to this year, because power is never absolute. It's always relative to somebody else, right? So if I want to do something, let's say I want to do something for a charity, not in terms of giving money, but in terms of moving the needle for them, increase their brand reputation, raising their awareness or anything. I always think, if I wanted to do exactly the same thing 5 years ago, what would it have cost me in terms of time, energy, mind share, and money? If I want to do it now, it has to have reduced the cost for me. So that is, for me, I have gained some power. If I can meaningfully move the needle for someone at a very low cost to me, I have a good amount of power. I have a high amount of leverage. I always think about giving gifts, but gifts for me in terms of capacity to act, because everybody wants to get something done. Everybody is going somewhere. They're on an adventure. So what they think is they lack some capacity in terms of connection, confidence, in terms of thinking, approach, strategy, all those things. If I can lend that power to them, And if I can do it in a very streamlined fashion, then I will be someone that they will respect, which means that I have some social currency with them. And if it takes a lot of my energy, time, mind share, and everything, then they will still respect me, but I won't have any time to do anything with it because I will be worn out
Right.
with.
You know,
So
I love that you take all of those aspects, time, money, energy, mind share, because you're right. And most people tell me when they complain that they don't do networking is that they don't have the time to network because they see it as an extra activity on top of everything else they're doing. But the way I experience you do it is that it's incorporated into who you are and how you do business and how you connect with the world.